Hey guys and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the first time watching and review series, and in today's video I'm going to be watching my most anticipated Friday the 13th film of the entire franchise, and that film is none other than Part 6, Jason Lives. Yes, this is my most anticipated film of the franchise for a couple of reasons actually. I don't know what it is, but I've been excited to watch this film more than any other of the Friday the 13th films, even possibly Part 4 and Part 3, but there's just so many things for me in this film that makes it so exciting to watch, and that it just includes like Jason, Tommy Jarvis, there's the kills and like the story. I'm so confident in saying all this even before I've watched the film. But here is the collection. So far, of course, we have watched Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, and Part 5, and now we watch Part 6. Well, let's just quickly read the description as always. So, Jason rises from the grave to wreak havoc upon a new group of unsuspecting campers in an ultra bloody rampage. It's just very short, but pretty much probably does sum up the entire film there. But anyway, yep, I just can't wait to watch this, so let's get this down in the player. So let's take the disc out. Skip through all the discs first time and get to the actual one. Here is. So we've watched the first 5 of course, and still on the same disc as Part 5 because it shares the same disc. There we go. And then wait for it to load. So here we are with the disc all set up, of course. Like the last film, it's came up with this option again to select between the two films, and but only this time, of course, we're watching Part 6, so we're going to go to the right and press on Jason Lives. There we go. And here's the menu for Jason Lives. This is a pretty cool design, honestly, for a menu. I do like the Jason pose here of him in the machete and his mask glowing in the background. But there's all the scene selections and all that. Wow, actually a couple of scenes 15 to, oh, it goes up to 16, okay. But yeah, just messing about with the menu here. Anyways though, without further ado, gonna finally press play and watch Part 6. See you after the film. I've just finished watching Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. And the credits are an absolute banger. Just listen. Man Behind the Mask playing. That's actually a really catchy song. And oh wow, this movie, what a movie this was. This was a great, and I mean great film. Easily, just literally finished watching this. Easily, and I can confidently say, in my opinion, this is the best Friday the 13th film.
So yeah, what a film. This is easily the best Friday film, as I said, by a mile for me. This is my favourite Friday the 13th film. It beats Part 4, which was my previous favourite. And yeah, it just makes the rest of the films look inferior to this, in my opinion. Like, everything's perfect in this film for me. Like Jason, the protagonist, the kills, and the setting. Everything. I can't emphasise it enough. You can probably tell I think really highly of this film based on my, reaction after just finished watching the film in the previous clip. But those were genuine, like, feelings. I actually, like, it's they are actually real. This film is actually really good to the point where it actually made basically so many of those positive things. The story isn't actually a generic Friday film, which is what took me by surprise. Sure, it still follows Jason out for his traditional kills, but there's differences and freshness added to it, which is what I like about it. I mean, Tommy Jarvis returns once more, determined than ever to stop Jason once and for all, and that is something I really like. And I can definitely see why so many people like him and choose him as their favourite protagonist, of which I might have to actually agree, because he's just cool. Like, it's a basic pick, I know, but I think Tommy Jarvis probably is the franchise's coolest protagonist in my opinion. I mean, I've not even seen the entire franchise yet. I've only seen the first 6, but I think I'm positive in saying he's probably my favourite already. But it's just generic, as I said. But there's a lot of things just likeable about him. His personality, his presence, the actor that plays him. He's just a cool guy to like, you know. But the main big thing about this film is Jason now finally being the long-awaited zombie as well in this installment. It's finally here, it's finally happening. Is it weird that I was so happy and screaming yes when he first appeared on screen? It probably is, but that was a brilliant opening at the beginning, and probably the best opening of any Friday film in my opinion. Because boy oh boy does Colt Voorhees display some badass things in this film. Punching through a guy's chest, bending someone in half, tearing limbs off like it's nothing. Like, effortlessly. I mean effortlessly. He doesn't even, move a muscle. He literally picks someone up and rips them off like he's, like, taking a yacht. And that's how effortlessly he does it. Like, tanking a whole lot of gunshots as well. He's a beast in this film. It seems so self-explanatory in why he's so powerful in this film. Like, he is now that proper Jason Voorhees that is established now, that we all know, like, the zombie form. This is it. This is the first film where set that standard for Jason being that zombie and displaying so many impressive things. Like, wow, he is strong in this film. We thought part 3 and 4 were strong, and then they get easily beaten by part 6, that's for sure. Part 6 makes them look like babies, which is quite funny. The way we also followed Jason and Ryan was quite new and honestly pretty cool. I like the way, like, it's just basically his perspective, and he like walked about Camp Crystal, like killing people. That was pretty cool actually. I don't think we've ever seen that before. Do correct me if I'm wrong. His design is also pretty solid in this film as well. I really liked his waist belt, which had all sorts of knives and weapons in it, which he just took out and then just threw it at people, killing them. That was pretty cool. And again, never seen before. There's a lot of firsts and no's in this film, which I really liked. The main cast were decent, with no really bad performances in my opinion, taking into account that this is an 80s slasher film within the Friday the 13th franchise. And when compared to the previous film, it's a massive, and I mean massive, improvement in essentially every way. I think every person in this film did a much better performance than every person in part 5 in the beginning. This film tops everything in that previous film. So yeah, that is pretty good. And I was happy to see that. Like, it was a bit silly and cheesy, but still it was fun to watch, and that's what made it good. And the new inclusion of the campy shootouts as well, and the car chases. There's even a car chase, yes, in this film worked for me really well, and I actually really enjoyed it as well. I mean, along with all those things, I think the thing that makes this work so well is the self-awareness, which, again, they know what they're doing. They're doing it on purpose. It's just all made and included to, make the film so much more fun, and it works. It perfectly works. It's campy, silly, and cheesy, but at this point in the franchise, it's the mid-80s. They don't care. I'm absolutely all for it. Negatives, the only one that really comes to mind is the really quick ending, which I just wish they'd made much longer. I mean, it was pretty cool to see Tommy finally face off against Jason again. It's a thing that we were waiting for basically 2 whole films. And yeah, it was good. Actually, I did like it. It was done really well with the way they fought on the boat in the lake. And then, you obviously sent Jason to the bottom of the lake, chained him to the bottom of the lake. But my only issue is, once that finishes and then Tommy's rescued, it literally cuts to the end. I really wish they'd, like, I guess it's just me, but done more, I mean, to, fill that in, because you've got such a great ending, but then it's just rushed really quickly to them leaving camp. I think, it's Tommy being saved, and then it just cuts to Jason in the lake. I wish they'd, like, given a final closure, because it's Tommy's last film, and sent him, like, he could have done like an epilogue of him, like, leaving Camp Crystal Lake or something, like saying goodbye almost. So the fact that they just rushed it kind of bothers me a wee bit, because yeah, for such a great film, then the only thing that ruins it is the ending, in my opinion. Like there's no other gripes I have with this film. Actually, I have one more, and that is the runtime. 86 minutes does not do this film justice. It's not long enough. This film needs to be at least an hour 40 to an hour 50 if I'm being realistic. Like, the fact that part 5, New Beginning, that's longer than this film. That's somehow longer than this film. It's like 92 minutes, I believe, which is still longer than this film of the 86-minute runtime. That's something I'll just never understand. I don't get that. This film needs to be much longer, because 86 minutes feels like 10 for me, and yeah, it just wasn't enough. This film deserves so much more. I mean, already it is great. I'm not saying the actual film, but the runtime should have been longer in my opinion. But yeah, there is my review, guys, on Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. Easily the best film, without a doubt, in my opinion, of the entire franchise. I spoke very highly of this film, and I absolutely mean it. Like, definitely watch this one. This is the best Friday the 13th film. And I'm not going to hesitate and just give it a straight 4 out of 5 stars and an 8 out of 10. That is well earned for this film. Thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe if you want to. Stay tuned for, of course, the next video, which is going to be part 7, The New Bloods, where we get to see Jason face off against Tina Shepard, the telekinetic girl, and that will be pretty fun. So yeah, that will come sometime soon, within the next week or so. But yeah, that's it for this video. Until next one, bye bye.